What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only. Ash said it. AshSaidIt.com. AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,700 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys. So I thank you so very, very much. And yes, we are well into barbecue season, my darlings. Yeah. So I would have to have on my show a top-notch barbecue brand. So I've got founder of Pure Grit BBQ with us today, the wonderful Kerry. Hey, Kerry.
Hi, how are you?
I am great. How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. I'm just really happy to be here. What an honor.
Yes, thank you. So, Kerry, where are you out of today? Where are you representing?
I am in New York City.
New York City, my birthplace. I love New York.
Probably not considered one of the top barbecue places but we have a really nice barbecue community here as well.
Yes. Well, I can say for summers there in the Bronx and Brooklyn and stuff, we always had a really good cookout. So, I would never discredit New York. All right.
Me too.
So, Kerry, let's start things off. What is the origin story of Pure Grit BBQ?
It's pretty simple. It's, a woman is in Texas and she's hungry and she doesn't eat animals. I mean, that's really what it was. I was in Texas for work. Everybody was eating barbecue and I really wanted to experience the beauty that is barbecue, which is to me community and sharing and gathering and laughter and sort of that spirit of eating off each other's plates and, obviously the energy of all of it. And so I ended up going with some of my friends. But it was. I quickly figured out that there was nothing I could eat. There was no. The sides had pork. The French fries were cooked in animal fat, and so I thought to myself, I think that if I feel excluded from something that is so amazing to me, barbecue, then I'm sure there's other people that feel excluded. Right. So what if I started doing a ton of research and came up with vegan barbecue that was super satisfying and yummy for not just vegans, but people who eat meat, omnivores, so that more people could sit down and share a plate of food. And, to me, it was all about inclusion.
Yes. So as you had this idea, what really kind of catapulted you into action?
Oh, God. I've been in marketing and advertising my whole life. And I think... I don't know what you call it. I think you had on a wonderful woman that was talking about careers. And it's you get to a point in your career where I think you asked her, you said, how can someone stay in a job they don't like?
Yeah.
And, so I really was working hard. I wasn't satisfied. I felt like my career had been stalling. And I was sitting in the back of a cab. I was working. I was down there for work. And my boyfriend at the time looked at me and said, why don't you do it? What's holding you back? And I looked at him, and it took him looking at me to say, you have permission. And not that I was seeking permission, but it just, when he looked at me, he was like, you can do it. I was like, oh, God, you're right. I can do it. And that was sort of the catalyst. And I spent the last, honest to goodness, 3 years researching, watching, reading. I mean, I have stacks of books on barbecue, and I've gone all over the country eating what I can of barbecue, but at least researching techniques. And there's a great plant-based chef out of Denver called Fool's Gold, and I, reached out to him, and I just tried to learn whatever I could.
Gotcha. So for you, what was the biggest challenge when you're trying to create this? You had an idea for creating this amazing sauce. What was the biggest hurdle that came up?
The biggest hurdle, anybody first of all, it was supposed to be for the restaurant. I was never going to sell the sauces to consumers. So you don't think through the codes, like the UPC codes and, the all the things that you need to sell at retail. And it's a different animal. And so I would say, first of all, you need capital to start a company. So pulling together the money I had to make it happen, right, to do it. Getting a sauce guy, a sauce person, a sauce company, that have the lines that can produce your sauces during COVID. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find somebody during COVID to bottle our sauces, finish off the recipes. And so that was the biggest hurdle. But you know, I really, every time I got overwhelmed, I would write down on a piece of paper like the 10 steps that I needed to take, and I just would tick them off one at a time. And it took time, but it was very structured process. It's just like, call this person, reach out to this person, find this person. You know what I mean? Like, that was the biggest obstacle, was just trying to get the sauces off the line and get to people.
I'd imagine. So,
yeah,
for you, what has been the proudest moment that you've had with the brand?
Proudest moment. So we were supposed to open a restaurant. COVID happened. We pivoted to the sauces, and our sauces were developed for vegetables first. So if you taste them, they're a little bit brighter. They're not as thick. You can drink them, both the barbecue sauce and the hot stuff, out of the bottle. That's how they were designed. So it's a little bit different than your normal barbecue sauce. We call it made for plants first and vegan, but I would argue that all barbecue sauces and hot sauces are vegan, right? I mean, mostly.
I would hope so.
But the use case for us is very unique. And so I was in PR and marketing. I still am. I mean, that's what I do for the brand. And I really wanted to get in the front burner section of the New York Times. And I thought that plant-based eating, the advent of like plant-based meats and alternative meats, was really a telling symbol of what was to come for the American diet and the choices people were making by incorporating more plants. So I pitched Florence Fabricant of the front burner section of the New York Times for 3 months. I mean, 3 months every week I sent an email, and she'd say, this is a marketing ploy. I don't know if I believe it. Like, this seems ridiculous. And every time I'd be like, but this is why? And this is because. And then finally she ran our Pure Grit BBQ in the front burner section of the New York Times. And that was my proudest moment.
I know that's right. That's a huge accomplishment. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's some big stuff.
Thank you. It was a lot of hard work.
But it paid off. You know, you made it happen.
It did.
You know, you persevered through it.
It legitimized us in a big way. Yeah, it was awesome.
Absolutely. All right,
but I have to say my other favorite thing is when my daughter, who's 16 and very finicky, when she makes breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and she reaches in the refrigerator and grabs my barbecue sauce, that is another proud moment. And that I can make my daughter happy with my sauce.
Yeah, because, you know, I've got a couple nieces and nephews. The teenagers, they tend to be a little extra picky, you know, so if you can get them, sold on it, okay, you may really have something.
Exactly. That's what I think.
You would definitely have something. All right, so let's go into the different flavors. I want to go into, you know, everything from, all right, so starting off with the vegan barbecue kit. What is that?
Yes. Okay. So the barbecue kit is our barbecue sauce, and we call it, I think it's called the barbecue sauce. And then we have a hot sauce that we call the hot stuff. And then we have a rub that we call the rub. And I would say each of them are pretty well balanced. And if you know, barbecue is the most, you know, it's super beloved and it's very niche. You know, you look at it, Heinz ketchup, you know, Heinz ketchup is made for the 50 states. So not every state has its own ketchup. Yeah. Barbecue sauce is, you know, most every state has its own barbecue sauce in the sense of like the profile for that state, from Kansas City, Kansas to Memphis, Tennessee, you know, to Texas, which, you know, it's all different. And so I built ours that I guess you call it New York City. It's not particularly sweet. It's not particularly smoky. It's not particularly tomatoey. You know what I mean? I think it's a really nice balance. So it's perfect middle of the road sauce, because you can also customize it. If you prefer it sweet, add maple syrup. If you like it more tomatoey, add ketchup or tomato paste. You know what I mean? Like, it's an easy customizable sauce. Okay. Our hot stuff is it's pourable. Like, I just, since I was listening to your podcast, I literally was like, I got to order the hot and sauce.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
How cute is she? Oh, how cute is she? I love that.
So good.
I mean,
it's so
right?
good.
What a remarkable young lady. But to me, when she was talking about her sauces, she had one that's really mild. Our hot stuff is mild. It's not mild if you don't eat hot sauce every day. You're going to think that our hot stuff is perfect.
Gotcha.
If hot sauce is your jam, you're going to be like, oh, Pure Grit hot stuff is perfect for my eggs in the morning, or my vegan eggs, or my tofu scramble, or maybe on your burger. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's more of a pourable hot sauce than a dashing hot sauce.
Now I do like some heat, Kerry. I do like some heat. So let's talk a little bit more about the hot stuff. What kind of heat did you guys add to that, or if you can share it? I know sometimes it's a secret and we can't share anything, but what kind of peppers?
Oh no, it's just like you would expect it, with the peppers. Like it's almost it's the exact type of hot sauce. There's nothing. This is a pure mild hot sauce in the purest sense of peppers and peppercorns and the mix of ingredients. There's no pineapple. There's no peach. There's no sweet heat. Yeah. There's no cayenne finish. It's not like you're going to eat it and then it's going to bite you on the tongue 10 seconds later, or that it's so sweet it'll coat your tongue. It's literally just pepper. But the way we blended it, and then strained out the detritus, like the skins and the peels. Yeah. It's a very clean, pourable, medium heat. It tingles your tongue, but it doesn't burn you out.
I like that. Yes. I like that. And we're keeping the animals safe.
Yeah.
Loving that.
Exactly.
Last but certainly not least, Kerry, what advice would you offer to any aspiring entrepreneurs today?
This is an easy one, because all I do, our name is Pure Grit BBQ. And to me, the key word in that is grit. And for us as a brand, that is, to me, it means perseverance and pushing through and determination and ambition, and also grit, meaning of the earth, of the soil. To me, it's such a big part of the brand because it's plant-based, and it's also about community, and communities are built around soil, earth. And so, to me, the advice would be, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up.
I love it. I love it, Kerry. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me. This has been so much fun.
Thank you. And let everyone know the best way that they can find you guys. Of course, I know that you guys are in store shelves, and it's probably easier for them to get you online too. So how they can find out more information and to follow you on social media.
Please. We're at, www.pure, P-U-R-E, Grit, BBQ.com. We're at Pure Grit BBQ on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, and our list of stores, we're all over New York City, but you can also hit us, you can buy our kits on our website and also on Amazon, and our goal is that we will be able to serve you all of the recipes and more that are available on our website in our own restaurant, hopefully coming to New York City Q4 of this year or Q1 of next year.
I love it. We're claiming it. I see you out there, Kerry.
Yes, we are. We're claiming it.
I am coming out to the grand opening. We're putting that out into the universe. I'm coming.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Oh, goodness. Thank you so much, Kerry, and much more success to you and the team.
Thank you, Ash.
You guys keep doing it.
Thank you so much.
Definitely appreciate that.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Till later, you guys.